Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of MabiVsGames, and yes, as you can tell from the title, I'm quitting Let's Plays on the main channel. Sorry to mislead you a little bit, but it's pretty important that I try to get the message out to as many people who are still around for this channel. So, to give you a little bit of history and exactly what is going to be happening from here on out, of course, I started this YouTube channel, the MabiVsGames channel, back in 2013. However, not many people know that I actually did have another channel beforehand. It was called Mr. Mabi, and the reason why we switched over, it wasn't a name change, it was an actual new channel, because it was back in the day, very early on YouTube, and I actually got some copyright strikes on my first channel, and of course, you know, very new, did not know how any of that worked. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get out of there. So I didn't close it down, it's still there, and I actually rebranded the name to MabiVsGamesVOD, as a matter of fact. And if you guys are wondering what got copyrighted, back then I was streaming on Justin TV. I remember specifically it was a Minecraft Hunger Games online server, and I was playing some Japanese music in the background, some J-pop, J-rock, and I guess when I uploaded it, it got copyrighted right away. Not anything like today, where it's like, hey, you got claimed. It was like, no, straight strike, and I was like, huh, you can't monetize for 6 months on this channel. Screw it, I'm gonna make a new one. So we did that, and on the first channel and this channel, when I first started it was a pure let's play, meaning every single day it's always part 1, part 2, part 3 of new games, of consistent games. We played Don't Starve, we played indie horror games, and of course, as you know, a lot of Terraria. So why am I quitting let's plays on this channel? It's almost been a decade since I've called myself a content creator, and I grow, other people grow, people move on to different channels, people's tastes change, and I am no exception. There's a lot of things I simply don't watch anymore on the channel. There's a lot of new things I'm into, and as I've grown as a person, I've decided, hey, I also want to change up my content. So I'm letting you know I'm not 100% leaving Let's Plays. As a matter of fact, they're all going to be put on my secondary YouTube channel, where I don't really am striving for growth. On the MabiVsGamesVOD channel, I'm just putting up whatever I feel like playing. So if you head on over there right now, there's only a couple of subscribers, not that many, but I am putting up daily videos of stuff that I'm currently reviewing for this channel, and that's where I kind of want to let you guys know what's going on and pivot on this channel. I'm not deleting any of the past videos, you know, it's my history, I'm not unlisting anything, but what I do want to do is I absolutely want to change up my content, and I've been doing a ton of experimenting in the past year or so with this channel. There has been a lot of long form content and a lot of short videos. I'm trying to do a ton of different types of shows here, seeing what sticks, seeing what I can do, and moving from there. So I have a couple of shows that I kind of want to keep producing on the channel, and hopefully we can make it a sort of like thing that people are aware of and maybe even waiting for. So, for example, there's going to be the MabiVsGames show, which is this one here, where it's going to be just talking about stuff, editing stuff, maybe some scripted stuff, maybe giving you some trivia of games that I've played before, my opinions, etc. And if you guys want to see reviews, it's going to be a show called Mob Impressions, where it's going to be pretty much new-ish games. If it's going to be an older game I'm going to be reviewing, I'll most likely make it a MabiVsGames thing. But if it's going to be a newer release of something that has not come out yet, it's going to be a Mob Impressions thing. And speaking of the Mob Impressions one, I've been experimenting on the video formats and how I want to edit it, how much you know, gameplay is actually gonna be in there. I've done a lot of different ones where it's just voiceover scripted and just straight gameplay, and that one worked out pretty okay. The problem with that is it takes way too long to make a script, especially when I'm trying to put these out daily, because so many people email me, and you know, a lot of keys come in saying, hey, Mabi, we'd like you to review our game. It's not really a sponsor, but they're just giving me a free key, but I'm of course can do whatever I want. There's a lot of games I say, hey, don't play, and some of them where I'm like, I wish there was a medium button rather than a positive or negative button for Steam and etc. So, you know, I'm not getting paid to do any of these. I'm just getting a review copy to stream it and all that stuff. So, but the problem with that is I really don't mind doing it the scripted way. I really don't, you know. But the thing is, though, those are timed exclusives, timed videos where to get the most exposure out of review videos, you want to get them out pretty much the same day or two afterwards, unless you're a gigantic streamer who people will watch your content no matter what, when you want. Like, oh man, Assassin's Creed came out 2 months ago, whoa, he's finally reviewing it, let's check it out. You know, I'm not that kind of content creator, I'm not that popular, so we cannot do that. So what I'm trying to do around my level of exposure is we got to do it pretty much the day or two afterwards, and sometimes they give me the key the day of or after release, and it's so hard for me to be like, I cannot sit here for hours and play the game, spend about an hour or so writing the script, and then spend another like half an hour or something editing when people have already seen reviews of the other one. So it's very, very tough. So there are some other things I can do, and I've tried this as well, where I play the game and then off the cuff just sit there and review it, where it's an interesting one because I've had a lot of success and a lot of failures with this specific format, where I've tried either streaming the game for a couple hours, seeing everything I want to see, because some games you can just tell, and then in the first half hour or so, that's the whole game and you've seen all the gameplay. And then some games don't pick up until maybe 2 hours in, so it really does depend on the game. And then I sit there and review it either on the stream itself, or hopefully I can remember everything I want to say, and then after the stream that day I just sit here and then boom, I record this, and then I go straight into you know, reviewing his, because I can, you know, for the most part, as long as I play the game and I understand it and I have some good things and bad things to say about it, I can pretty much sit here and review it. And it does take practice. A lot of it is improvisation, and of course I've had so many years to not really perfect it, but at least practice it to an extent that I'm very comfortable with, and I can keep rambling on, because I've done lots of Let's Plays and a lot of streams where you just sit there and you talk to yourself, and as long as you know what's going on. So the good thing about the Mob Impressions, where it's no script, it's just a couple of notes, and you just talk about it, is you can get videos out fast. But like I said, that has high risk, high reward stuff, where it's like sometimes maybe I do miss some stuff, sometimes it may be I am rambling on around different things, like jumping around, whereas if I do a script, it's way more structured, and I talk about this first and then it leads into this, and maybe I add into like a, you know, a setup joke here, and then I move into there. But like I said, the problem with the first type of video, the scripted one, it takes way too long, and these are like timed videos you got to get on right away. While the other one, even though it is, you know, off the cuff talking, I still have to edit it, I still have to record stuff, I still have to SEO stuff. It's very, very difficult, but it's so much more faster. So that's the Mob Impressions thing. I'm really trying to 100% figure out the formula I want that shows a lot of quality, but also I can get it out somewhat quick, because these games need to be out right away, but I also want to give you something of value watching those episodes. So we got the MabiVsGames, we got Mob Impressions, and of course we have Mobby Reacts, which is obviously just me reacting to something. It's usually just on stream, unless I can't stream at that moment, something's coming out. I'll give you an example. The latest one we had was the Nintendo Indie Showcase. Yeah, the Nintendo Indie Showcase for August 11th, 2021, where I was streaming it, so I wasn't expecting it. Someone said, hey, check out the thing, so we watched it for like 20 minutes, and then we sat there, watched the whole thing and reacted, and I post that up, because some people like reactions, so I do that. I myself also love watching reactions. And yeah, by the way, guys, all the content I'm putting up on the main channel is stuff that me personally I would also watch. And moving Let's Plays on the Let's Play channel. But yeah, so there's Reacts, MabiVsGames, Mob Impressions, and a new one I'm doing. It's called Mobby Shorts. Mobby #Shorts. And this is pretty much to experiment and try to cater to the, you know, the somewhat recently new feature on YouTube called Shorts, where it's kind of like, you know, Instagram stories or TikToks, where you would have a very like very narrow video that you would see on Instagram or TikTok, and it's about 30 or so seconds, 30 seconds to a minute, and it's just a little quick video that is supposed to be either you're viral or you're not. And there's a lot of different ways to make those type of videos, a lot of different contents. Gaming, I don't know if it's that crazy good for it, but I thought I'd try it myself, and I have seen some success with it. There's been like a couple of them we take off and they get a couple thousand views, and some of them where it's like bombs, but then it's all for fun, it's all experimenting, and they're really easy, quick to make, especially because, you know, I do stream, so I can just, you know, clip something and then quickly turn it into a video format that's good for that. So let me quickly open up my thing. So we have oh yeah, okay, so MabiVsGames, Mob Impressions, Mabi Reacts, Mabi Shorts, and the one I really want to do well on is with my 5th show called Moblin Tales. Moblin Tales has been in the works for a while, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it wants to proceed from here. What the show essentially is supposed to do for me is to highlight stuff from the live streams, whether it be gameplay highlights like, oh man, it took forever to beat a boss, let's edit some highlights, some fails and stuff, or it could be when someone asks me a question and we really need to real talk about it, like, oh man, Mom, what do you think about the Blizzard thing? And then I just sit there and then we talk with the chat, and then we do a Moblin Tales about that. So the Moblin Tales is essentially stream highlights that I deem worthy of putting up. And yeah, it's been you know, some of them have been really good, some of them have been bad. It's a lot of experimenting, and honestly, it's just seeing what happens. One of the most successful Moblin Tales we've had recently was when we were playing, I think we were actually playing, what game was it? I don't remember what exactly we were playing, but we were talking about another game while playing this one. So it was like, why is the Genshin community so toxic? And then a lot of people chimed in on that one. Oh, a ton of people like, yeah, it's toxic, you know, shit. You know, I quit the thing, so, you know, I can't say anything negative about the whole game. It's insane. So there's been good stuff and bad stuff. So those are the 5 type of shows I want to be putting on the channel. And I'm thinking of a 6th one, but I haven't started it yet. It's gonna be called MVG, which stands for MabiVsGames, so MVG News, where I take maybe 2 to 3 video game topics, and we go ahead and just, you know, I research the crap out of it, and then I sit there, I give you the scoop, and then my opinions, etc. So if I ever have a lot of time, I will start working on that one as well. But I'm pretty busy with the channel in general, and the reason why I really want to move the main channel from Let's Plays to more of these type of shows is just because, like I said, I am a different person. I want to do different things, but I also want to cater to what the channel was based on, which is games. And don't worry, if you really want to see Let's Plays, I'm uploading it all on the MabiVsGamesVOD channel. I'm not expecting that to take off in any way whatsoever. So if you guys want to see Terraria, you want to see the current games I'm playing like Garden Story, maybe some highlights of any other games, the long RPG series, The Sky is 6, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, it'll all be on there. And if you think about it, if you really think about it, it does make sense for me to move things over, because there's no way I can combine Let's Play with a lot of scripted stuff I want, with a lot of more formatted things I want. It's just not gonna look good if I have like a review of a game, and then all of a sudden you subscribe, like, oh cool, I like the way he reviews. It's, you know, it's pretty honest. I like it a lot. You subscribe, and then the next day I come out with, oh man, it's Pokemon episode 106. They're like, people who subscribe are like, what the hell is this? I come for reviews and I'm seeing Pokemon. What the hell is this? So it just doesn't make sense, and I'm okay starting from scratch on a Let's Play on the secondary channel, but it's just like, I want to make more content that I am proud of. I want this channel to be something that people can look at and be like, whoa, these are some cool shows you got going on here. This is quality stuff. At least that's the aspiration that I want, right? So there's going to be I talked about the 5, potentially 6 different types of shows I want to put on the channel, and I hope you guys, you know, stick with me and hopefully give me some more feedback, because like I said, I've been trying lots of different ways to do things, especially with the reviews. I'll give you an example. With the reviews, like I said, it's been scripted, it's been only gameplay. Sometimes it's me talking, sometimes it is me with the gameplay in the corner talking. I get a lot of feedback. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes I get like really asshole-ish ones. Like, I'll give you an example. Just today, someone said, "Hey, Mobby," this is a review of a XCOM-like-ish fantasy game that came out like a year ago, and someone commented on it saying, "Hey, just a tip, when people see review videos, they don't want to see you, they want to see the game. You're all over the place, man. We want to see just the game. We don't need to see you." And that's like almost verbatim of exactly what that guy said. And yeah, I got pissed off, but I was like, well, why did this guy think this way? Why did I somehow mislead him into thinking it wasn't a sort of one-person channel talking about things? Because the channel's called MabiVsGames. If you wanted to see like some sort of nameless person with no with no camera at all review, go watch the large channels, IGN, GameSpot, or whatever, right? But this is me, one person doing everything. And the whole reason why it's called MabiVsGames, it's because it's me. It's Mobby. And I'm growing the channel off of me. I'm the brand, I'm the personality of this little space I have here. So I don't know. Maybe it's the thumbnail didn't have me, and then that's why I put me in the thumbnail, so people know, like, oh, I can at least expect to see Mobby in this video and stuff like that. So, I was like, hey, the guy, fuck you. This is my channel. Go watch the other stuff. But this is just how it is. So, yeah, quitting Let's Plays on this channel. It's gonna be on the secondary channel. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. It helps a lot. If you have any sub for daily videos, it's a lot of work to do. And trust me, I have way less time than I ever did back in the day when I first started the channel. I only have a couple hours a day to work on YouTube stuff, let alone all the different channels I work on, because I do have a real job and career now, and I'm very happy with where I'm at right now with that career, because it stemmed off from the content creation. I've been creating content for like 10 years, and then the career I got stems off from that. My experience from that helped me obtain this new path, so I'm very happy about that. But of course, I'm never ever gonna stop being a content creator as my hobby. So yeah, the 9-to-5 job is, wow, crazy. It's good. I'm very happy about it, but it leaves me almost no time to do the rest of the stuff. Running this channel, running the VOD channel, running the stream, and then I gotta do lots of family stuff. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff as you get older. It's crazy. So my tastes have changed. I know some of your guys' tastes have changed, which is why, because this isn't a Terraria video, 95% of the people who subscribe to it aren't checking it out. But maybe if I somehow put Terraria in the title, or put Terraria in the thumbnail, that might get more people to click on it. It happens. Anyways, I've been rambling for so long. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.